cooking today? What's for tea, Tom?
We're going to have coconut and spinach dal. It's not really cooking today. This is all in the prep. So in your bag of goodies, you'll find that there's a bag that looks like this. And you'll also find a bag of spinach.
I've got the spinach. And there's my bag of that.
And there's a mixture of stuff. So dal is a very classic dish of red lentils. They cook pretty quickly. And then I've made up sort of curry flavouring. We've got garam masala, ginger, salt, pepper, cumin, and the key ingredient, turmeric. I don't often do it by amounts. I have done for my channel, but then it's not how I cook, and I do it by look and ratio. So if I was to guess, it'd be, I know it's 80 grams of lentils.
Yep.
And then I've shoved in quite a hefty teaspoon of turmeric.
Yep.
Because turmeric's really good. It's good for muscle restoration as well. So after a long beaten down the hike, turmeric's just a really good thing you can have to restore. And then probably a flat teaspoon of garam masala, loads of pepper, salt, and about a teaspoon of cumin as well. And I've got some sun-dried tomatoes. I don't have a food dehydrator, but you can buy dehydrated mixed veg. So I bought packs of those. So we've got organic dried cauliflower. Well, I think it's a bit of a surprise really. It's a whole mix, but some veg in there as well. So this is actually a vegan meal, this one, should you wish. Quite a key ingredient here. 1 massive tablespoon of dried coconut milk, which is what's going to obviously give the coconut flavour. And also it'll act as a thickener to an extent itself. And this one's nice and easy. You just bosh it in the pot, add the water, add heat, stir. When it's bubbling, simmering, you can let it be. And that's what's quite nice. So you can do this when you're setting up camp. But we're going to try and add
cocaine.
A massive bag of sniff. Yeah. This is my bannock bread mix. It's a classic sort of vagabond's bread made out of anything, and if you're in the right conditions, right environments, you could make it out of anything. Obviously, I've gone to the supermarket like a true hunter-gatherer. It's just flour, 50 grams I think, and then I've put in 25 grams of ground almonds and a fistful of sultanas. So it's hopefully going to be a vagabond's version of naan bread. So it's going to be Peshwari bannock bread.
Ideal.
Right, so spark it up.
Not burning my fingers off.
So with this one, get your pot.
Yep.
And again, get your simmer ring ready.
That's a half again.
That's generally what I do, yeah. So literally just get it.
See if it smells nice, Tom.
So you just literally cover it a bit more. So basically you're making this horrible looking fluffy soup.
Yeah.
Put it on the flame. Put a little bit in and make it into a fine paste. Gets rid of all the dry bits and clumps. But we're going to be thinning this out a little bit before it gets thicker.
Right, so giving it a stir, turning it into a paste. God, it does smell nice.
Yeah, and that's the other great thing about this one, if you can set it up as soon as you arrive, the smell just gets you excited for dinner time.
It's the thing with the curry as well, isn't it? You can put it on early and then leave it simmering, and the flavours seem to do so much more, don't they, the longer it's been there?
Yeah, absolutely. That'll do. So you want it a little bit thinner. It's going to look unappetising for a little while. Stir it until all those clumps there are the coconut milk. It sort of has a habit of clumping in the pack. I could have spent some time sieving it, but it's going to thin out anyway. So once that's boiling, we're going to put it onto a simmer, checking it from time to time, and we're going to then have a go at making this Peshwari bannock.
Yep.
Feel almost like there should be a disclaimer not to cook inside.
We're vented.
We are
not
well and truly vented.
I thought it was a good idea having the tarp as an extra, you know.
I mean, it's a great idea.
It's not a lot of weight to carry.
And also, yeah, you put it up in seconds. Without a bad word said. So meanwhile,
so is that all mine in there? Or?
I think so. Go for it. Yep.
Oh, what's the bits in there?
Sultanas.
Oh, nice.
The key is make a little well in the centre. This mixture's been sieved, and you do save yourself an awful lot of hassle by sieving it at this stage. So just make a little well, doesn't have to be neat, and then you're going to add a tiny bit of water. So I'm just going to put my fingers over the edge like that.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little thing, and I'm going to do way less than I think. I'm going to start to mix it, and then we're going to hopefully that's going to get a little bit lost. I'm just going to do that, catching the flour at the edge with the edges of the spoon, sort of drawing them into the well in the centre.
Right, rather than just a flat out stir.
Yeah. So we start to get squidgy, a little bit pasty there. It's definitely going to need more, but it's good to try and mix it all in, and then you can take stock. If you've got the time, just take stock, regroup, make a new well, go again.
Do it again. I'll have a go over here then. Put your fingers over, making a well. You reckon that's enough to start with?
Yeah, to start with. You'll get to know what you need when you've done it a few times, but
yeah,
when you get it wrong, it's so frustrating. Right. But I've actually bought extra flour with me because I always get it wrong.
Right. That's good. I won't feel so bad when I make a mess of it.
And when you see that bubbling a bit, don't forget to give it a stir. I just left mine a bit too long and it started to stick to the bottom of the pan. Also just turn in the pot as well to take the highest bit of flame, mix it around a bit. So when it's starting to get a bit sticky like that,
yeah,
the spoon's only going to go so far. You might want to carry on with the spoon, but I'm going to get my fingers dirty. I'm going to start gathering up. Yeah, kneading, exactly.
Why did the baker's hand smell? Because he needed a poo.
Wee.
Oh, the old ones are the best ones, Tom.
The old ones are the old ones.
They are the old ones.
Yeah, see, I've done it again. Look, I thought I was being conservative, and it's still too sticky. I'm going to find my emergency thickening. There we go. I might ask you to open that for me though, because what I've done is...
Got sticky hands.
And also I lit it with a lighter. If you don't trust your Ziploc, you can seal it even more. So you can get in there with a knife.
Done.
Nice.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Right, I need to get on with mine. I'm getting behind again.
That's already how I want it to look, just by adding that tiny bit of flour.
Yeah, it's starting to get sticky in there. This is a messy old trade, isn't it?
It is.
We're going to run out of flour in a minute.
So I'm getting somewhat where I'm going to be. I'm going to add a little bit more flour to that. I'm going to try and clean my pan as best I can with the ball of dough as well, because we're going to be kneading the pan.
Yeah.
Not kneading it, I mean like...
Oh, it's getting confusing, isn't it? The English language, all these words that mean completely different things.
Yeah.
Even though kneading is spelled everywhere.
Yeah. Doesn't help if you're dyslexic though, does it? I met a dyslexic Yorkshireman the other day.
Oh, right.
He's wearing a cat flap.
Right, hang on. What have I missed? Sorry, mate. Slow. Oh my God, am I being that slow? Cat flap.
Dyslexic.
Yorkshireman.
Yorkshireman spotted wearing a cat flap.
Go on.
No, I can't, because when you get it, it's going to be absolutely glorious.
Oh my God. Do normal people take this long?
I've never, ever had anyone really wait.
Oh, it's going to be clever editing here. I'm going to have to edit it that I've got it straight away.
I tried a different version. Danger. Dyslexic Yorkshireman spotted wearing a cat flap.
I don't think I know enough about Yorkshiremen, obviously.
Alright then. Dyslexic Yorkshireman spotted wearing a cat flap on his head.
Oh, flat cat for f***'s sake.
Yeah,
oh,
not really that funny.
All right, Tom. What a bell end.
No, but like, what you've edited out, the fact that I've just had to do a 20-minute PowerPoint presentation on, on what the joke is.
Yeah. Sake, Tom, this bread is, I don't think we've got enough flour for this. I am getting in some state.
I'll tell you what, I think we're going to have enough with this one. You're probably thinking, especially if you're watching at home on YouTube, thinking, why do I want to go through that hassle? I just wanted to do this because we're out here practicing.
Can I have a bit more flour in there?
I reckon I'm where I want to get it. You can have all that flour.
I think I need it. Can you tip it in? Because I can't pick anything up now.
Yeah, but the beauty of it is as well, as you go on, your hands get a bit cleaner and there's a little trick.
Exactly, I'm waiting for that. Well, I've run out of flour and this has not got any softer.
Right, so we're going to use this, I think.
Yeah.
Which is great that I bought twice as much than we needed.
That's gone better, actually.
Good start. That's pretty good. So to get off your fingers, just get it out of the way and rub your hand.
Yep. I'll try and get the most of it off into the ball, into the Johnny ball. or Zoe's daughter.
Really his daughter?
Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah.
I remember the collective sigh of heartbreak when it was announced that she was going to marry Fatboy Slim. Everyone was like, oh, she was going to be my wife. She wasn't. You're a twat from Leicester. But he's a twat from Brighton. That's not bad.
No, the bread's alright, but me,
Shrank
me
an
hands.
awful lot. So
Jesus, whip, look at that. Oh, it's all good fun, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, I'm just going to use this with the water. That works.
Yeah. So, I did get a bread ball in the end though, so that's alright. How's that cooking? Right? How's
Whoa,
that tasting?
spicy. Getting there.
That is tasty. It's got a kick, innit?
Oh, yeah, more than I thought it would.
That's alright. I like a kick.
Right, so now we've got to get rid of the flour that's in it. Yeah? What I'm going to do now is get that boiling and hot because we're going to
Put it aside for
put
a
it.
second.
Exactly, look at him, master chef.
Catching on.
Yeah, the doctor called about that.
Yorkshireman. What did I was like, for ages I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, okay, Tom. I was just going to wake up with your tent gone and a note saying nah.
Or vice versa. Who the is this idiot? So do I need oil in this one or?
No, it's non-stick,
Yep.
you fiend. That's good. Good thing to do now
Yep.
is get into a ball
Yep.
and then you can squish it down in your hands and you want a low flame for it. As low as you can try and get. And what that's going to do on a low flame is going to cook it to the middle.
Is that too flat?
No, flat's good, flat as you can get. I'm just going to let mine heat up a bit because it's got to be oiled. I just want to get that to sear it, but you can just drop yours straight on. Another trick is as soon as it goes in, start shaking the pan because you don't want it to stick in the pan. So and then you can't just crack on and eat it while you wait. I was going to try flipping it, but I just picked it up a bit and it looked like it was going to go all sorts of wrong. So, well, I can give it a try if you like.
You gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Well, it flipped, but
You've just torn it.
you
So
might
I'm gonna have to
want a
keep
bit-
revolving mine, and I because it's
Oh,
what?
spinach!
Oh, when's that going?
Right at the end. Now,
Right.
I'm going to add the spinach to mine,
Yeah.
and more than you think, it shrinks right down.
Yeah.
The dehydrated veg and even the powders we put in, they're going to add something to your body. Fresh spinach is going to add even more. And the great thing about spinach is it shrinks. Well, I definitely should have flipped it because it's all falling apart. But nearly ready to try. Yeah, so don't flip it unless you know you're going to land it. I think was the lesson from that. But also, it's going to be nice anyway. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Stirring my spinach in now while the bread's burning. Let's have a look. The breads are smelling nice anyway, I can smell them.
Yeah, that's looking
That's
lovely.
looking good, yeah, it's coming on. The spinach is shrinking down, like you say.
But again, yeah, it took a while, mainly because we were thinking about with the bread.
Oh, yeah, it's broken up.
Oh, it's much spicier than I envisaged this being, but that's what happens when you don't measure it out.
No, it's good. It'll be like that scene on Blazing Saddles in a minute, won't it?
How are you getting on with it?
No, it's tasty.
And again, the cost of that, this was probably about £3 meal.
And what a good meal.
And literally every time I've cooked with a meal like this, what I would have spent on a rip open pack, boiling the bag, I put the money aside,
Yeah.
and although it's second hand, I bought this Rab Alpine jacket with what I'd saved. So if you can see your savings as well, it's even more of an impetus.
Yeah. Try a bit of bread now. Oh, flipping it. Yeah, I don't like it.
I have yours then.
That was good. I'd say it's done. Well, this is 2 good meals we've had so far. Cracking.
Yeah.
So there we go. Spinach and coconut dal and some Trangia cooked bread. So there you go. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
I'll shut it off now and we'll just eat. You don't need to see us eat.